a car, 2 kids and a wife. I'll probably be here for the rest of my life. I'm living on the island. When summer comes and winter falls, the island ladies go to shopping malls. Take daddy's credit card, charge it all. They're living on an island. Oh, we're living on Long Island. Oh, you know it's so much fun. I'm living on the island. I'm just basking in the sun.
Hey, Andy, give me a vodka. Is that your Camaro? It's gorgeous.
You know, I went to high school with Billy Joel.
Wow.
I go to Hamptons on Friday night. I party hard, no sunshine bright. Then I'm sitting in traffic on Sunday night. I'm living on an island. Yeah, living on Long Island. Oh, you know it's so much fun. I'm living on the island. I'm not hurting anyone. Ah, let's live.
Hey there, islanders. If you're going out to the beach, you better get an early start. Traffic is miserable.
Well, I'm coming of age, you know, Bethpage, trying to get down in Levittown, dancing in the dark in Floral Park. I think I'll stay in Oyster Bay 'cause I'm living on an island. Yeah, living on Long Island.
Hello and welcome back.
Welcome back. It's been a long time.
It feels like it's been a really long time.
I know, right?
But summer's just going. We're just losing summer. Like grains of sand between your fingers.
Aw.
So how have you been the last 2 weeks?
I've been good. Yeah.
Tell me what you've been up to.
Fun. I went to a Ducks game again.
Love that.
I went to my 5th Ducks game. Had a lot of fun there. I went to the car dealer because my lease was up on my Elantra.
Okay.
So I went to get a new Elantra, and I got this really great salesman named Ed. And Ed, I think it's Ed Brightman, I believe was his name. And at Atlantic Hyundai in West Islip. Coolest dude. He's telling me that now it's expensive. You know,
Yeah.
Getting a car is not what it was.
No.
When I got, so it was going to cost me close to $500
To lease?
to lease. And if I put money down, if I put a couple of grand down, it was going to be around $350, which was still more than I wanted to pay.
Yeah.
It's a lot more. So he got me an awesome deal on a pre-owned car.
Okay.
So he sold me my car.
I love that.
He
Oh, you
sold
bought
me
it.
I bought my car.
Oh,
yeah.
congratulations. That's
I bought it.
amazing.
Yeah. Yes.
So I know you also went and saw a concert.
Yes, I went to a concert. It was a free concert at Jones Beach Band Shell.
Oh, I love when they do those.
And it's an independent band that do originals. They did 3 covers though, but they did an hour and a half of original music, and they were great. They reminded me of a 70s band. They were like a little bit of Bonnie Raitt with a little bit of Allman Brothers mixed in, maybe a little Santana.
Ooh.
And so I bought, we actually have, I think we have this still picture of, I bought this CD. I bought their CD. And
What are they called?
they're called Red Matter.
Ooh.
Red Matter.
All
And
right.
yeah, it's coming up. But they were really cool. Red Matter, the name of the CD is Northbound Train. So there it is. Yeah, Red Matter, Northbound Train. Look that up because I found out there's another Red Matter on Facebook.
Okay.
And they're they're like a techno band or something. They're not. This is a real band with an amazing, the reason I brought the CD is because I wanted to mention the names. I was never going to remember them. Milo Barrer is a lead vocalist, young woman, really good, awesome vocalist. And then Jeff Schneider, lead guitar and lead vocals. Paul Dene is a rhythm and slide guitar. Rick LaBelle, bass and vocals. Doug Knight, piano and keyboards. Aaron Hagel, percussion and vocals. And JP Gia Hogan on drums.
Did you get to meet any of them?
Yeah, we did. We talked to them. Sadly, there was only like 35, 40 people. To see. It wasn't filled because they're from Connecticut.
Gotcha.
So they're from Connecticut. But they're, you know, they were really good. We told them, we got to talk to some of them, told them that they were good. And I'm hoping that go out and buy the CD.
Yeah, definitely.
You can even, I think if you go to their website, you can listen to bits of it, and they have a video for the first song. They have a video for Light of the Moon, and it's a pretty cool video. It's on YouTube.
All right, I'll definitely
Now
check
tell
it
me
out.
about what you did.
Well, I had a pretty eventful 2 weeks. I went and I saw Matchbox 20 at the Jones Beach Amphitheater.
Yeah, I love them.
You know what? I didn't realize how many songs I knew by Matchbox 20. I was like, wow, they've been around a while. And we were having such a good time that, somehow in the way the universe works, we got pulled into the VIP section.
Awesome.
So we got to see it from the VIP for like the last hour. They did a full 2 hours. And it was awesome, and we had a great time. The lead singer, Rob Thomas, is just as good as ever.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah,
He's
he was
great.
hyper. He
He's
was
great.
awesome. He was in it. So we had a wonderful time, and then the very next day, I went to the Barbie premiere. The local premiere, not like the LA premiere.
Oh, you didn't go to the big...
Yeah, I didn't go to like the LA premiere.
Well,
But
Manhattan, do they
no.
doing it now?
I did the Farmingdale one. Let's keep it local. And I had such a blast. Me and my mother went, and
Were there people dressed up like Barbie? Yeah?
Oh yeah, people were dressed up like Barbie. I got to go inside the Barbie car. If you look at my Facebook, I have all the pictures. I also put it on my TikTok. It was just so much fun, and on Instagram too. We had a solid blast. Like, that movie was so much better than I thought it was going to be, because I'm a big Barbie fan.
Right, yes.
So my bridal shower,
Your bridal shower was
Barbie themed. I've had many Barbie, I love Barbie, because you can be Barbie can be anything, and you can be anything because of it. And that's really what this movie was about. And it had a little bit of, fanfare and some whimsy to it with the, Barbie and Barbie world, as well as some like real hard-hitting themes that they still dealt with in a very fun way. Will Ferrell's in it.
Yeah.
Michael Cera's in it as Alan, and he is just like the breakout star. I was dying laughing. You got to see it. I know everybody's like Oppenheimer, but Barbie.
Yeah, Oppenheimer's big too, and everyone's like, we'll talk about it. We'll probably be talking about it.
Oh
later.
yeah.
All right,
Also,
yes.
they think they found the Gilgo Beach killer.
Yeah. Oh, that's
deal.
right. That happened.
Yeah, and our friend Nick Greystone, who we've had on,
who we've
was
had
made
on.
into a meme with like his hat on.
Yeah. You had the Texas Chainsaw Massacre hat, and he was in front of the house and did a selfie. And my friend, my very good friend Joey Petroni, is making videos. He's like 2 or 3 houses away from that guy. So
Suspicious.
I'm going to get some of his videos and
You're
put them
telling me
on.
Joey didn't hear like anything? Suspicious.
He didn't do any of the stuff at the home.
Supposedly they think he might have. Suspicious. At least one of them, they said.
Yeah.
Very suspicious. But
I don't know. It's strange.
they're also now linking him to something in Vegas and other things. So like he really could have been like the scary boogeyman that we all think he is. But speaking of scary, we have Tony Walker on tonight.
Yes, I like the way. Nice segue. Yeah.
I can say that because I do love Tony. I've done his podcast before. We've hung out before, at comedy events and things like that. And he's just absolutely fantastic. He is a plethora of talent. And we'll get more into it, but he has something really fun coming up tomorrow and coming up.
Oh, okay, cool. I don't even know about that.
Yeah.
And we have John Santo.
Who we've been trying to get on the show for a billion years. John is just, one thing he's known for is his, I want to say imitations, but that's not right.
Impressions.
His impressions, and they are hilarious.
I have told John, and John isn't just an impressionist.
No.
He's an improvisational, he's like, he's not... I had a term for it one time. It'll come to me at the end of the show.
Well, when he was telling me, like...
An innovative impressionist. He's innovative because he does the voices, but he puts them into really funny situations.
Yes, and before we did a show together, and it was a
Yes.
very liberal crowd, and he's like, I'm going to do my Donald Trump. And I was like, oh, good luck, buddy. And he went up there and actually killed it. Like, absolutely killed it. He was so fun. He just went a total different way than what you would think he would go. So we're so happy and lucky to have him on the show.
Yeah, we are. We're lucky to have both of them. And,
I know.
I think we've been talking enough.
Absolutely.
I didn't even time it this time. There was no blues song. I didn't.
Aw, man.
I know.
That's okay. What are we showing up?
We're going to show Tony Walker's video, find out a little bit about Tony that some of you may not know, and then he's going to come on and talk to us.
All right, I can't wait. Let's roll it, Bobby.
Seeing a doctor, I don't know, just a few days later, finding out that it is in fact cancer, and your whole world just changes. Everything is different in an instant. Your whole world. Nothing is safe.
Your timing's perfect.
Hey, we're working on it.
What do you want this time?
Where do we start? One of our fellow handlers got trapped trying to save some of the victims.
Gee, I wonder what you guys will want me to do now.
And this year, I am celebrating 28 years of marriage. Thank you. 3 different women. 3 different women, but it still totals up to 28 years. Wow. You come kicking my ass, I'm gonna get him to kick yours. What's that? Your baby cousin? Oh, all right. I got that when she said cousin, but thanks. Thanks. I appreciate you looking out for me.
This is correct.
One person clapped for you. What's that about?
No, I do not understand. What a big surprise. Look, Bonehead, I know bullies can be mean and threatening sometimes, but you have to learn how to get past them. Nobody can stand in your way of success but you, Bonehead.
I always found it interesting with your career because even in when you were in Chicago, you know, riding that, especially in the 80s and 90s, that really big wave that Chicago had, you were still out there hustling. You were still appearing on, you know, making solo records and appearing on all sorts of sessions at, you know, during that time as well.
Well, we did Chicago 17. I was
The Peter Fondas, the Jack Lemmons, the Tom Hanks, the Michael Keatons, they're all like normal. You know, they could be the guy next door, just a normal guy, an everyday guy. And I think we all feel like we have a personal inside joke with you because, you know, because of A Few Good Men, because of Casino and of course
Willow.
Usual Suspects and Willow. Yeah. I mean, there's some iconic movies in your resume.
I'm an approachable schlub. Is that what you're saying?
You said it, not me.
Your word, sir.
And we have Tony Walker here.
Yeah, Tony
Wow.
Walker. Woo!
So exciting.
Hi, guys. Nice
It's
to
been
see
a while, yeah.
It has been
Always
a while.
good to see you both.
How long have you known Benny?
We
I
go back
love-
a long time.
I
Like
love
20
these
years.
stories. I
You,
love
you
them.
love that story? The first time we met, I'm never going to live that down. Do you know this story?
I do.
Yeah, you set me up, didn't you?
No. Go ahead, talk about how you cut him off. I love this.
Well, cutting him off, that was planned.
Oh.
That was all planned.
That was planned, but I thought I'd try to be funny and be a wise ass about it. Oh, can I say wise ass?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
But it just came out wrong, and as I'm pulling him out, because you did your set, and right on the mic, way too loud, I said, "You suck," and it just came out wrong, and I felt awful for years. And then I didn't see you for years after that.
Yeah.
But it was one of the.
Then-
You hid. You were like,
and
oh,
then-
boy.
Yes.
If I could find this clip one day, many years later, I have the Gagootz show, and he comes with Eric and with his troupe that you saw in that video at the end of the video.
Yep.
Knock
He
'em
comes
Dead
with
comedy.
the Knock 'em Dead crew, and they were all there. And I had a surgical procedure, so I was in some pain, you know, so I wasn't on the show. But but I was off stage, so at the very end, I come limping in, and I'm like, "What are you doing here? Get out of here! You suck!"
You suck, yeah.
And then,
Yep, you got me.
and I got him.
Only like
But
10
that was
years
we
in the
planned to
Yeah.
do that, you know.
Yeah.
That's cute.
But
So we go back, 20
that was like
something
20
years.
years,
at this point.
yeah.
Yeah. That's what makes
I
me
met
very
him through
nervous
Dawn.
about
Yep.
this, about the comedy scene. Is like we're very small and
Yes.
incestuous, and you don't escape anyone, ever.
No matter
ever.
how hard you
we're-
try.
Yes, yes.
Tony and I are more. He's more of like an actor and does voices. I'm more, and we both like to do shows. We like to do podcasts and variety shows. Like we
Yes.
enjoy, and I was doing radio with Don at the time.
Right.
At that time, I said Don just happened to like me. I happened to make him laugh, so he put me on. He was doing a cable show. He could have picked anybody. And he picked me and Russ Gerard.
But he picked you.
He picked me.
And you know what? You picked me.
And I picked him.
You picked me. And then we picked Tony.
We picked Tony.
And then I picked my nose.
But we are so excited. Not only does Tony have the regular stuff that we always look forward to, which we'll get into, but tomorrow he's actually part of the Long Beach International Film Festival. Tell us more about that.
Thank you. Yeah, we're very excited. The Long Beach International Film Festival, we are opening the whole festival. The movie that you mentioned, Don Sill and we produced a movie that Don wrote, directed, starred in. It's called Comic Sans. I'm biased, but I do think it's a great movie.
I do too.
I love it. We saw it. We were at the premiere.
Right.
And
Powerhouse.
Thank you.
And it's short. It's like under 30 minutes.
It's about half.
It's under 30 minutes. A great cast. A lot of good laughs. A lot of some nice, serious tension.
Yes.
And you're all good in it. All of you are in it. You're all good.
It's really great because it encompasses Long Island comedy.
Yeah.
And I think that's so important. It also, shows the struggles that comedians have where there is no step to success. And I think that's a theme, and Don talks about that a lot too, how there's no, you do this, and then you become this like you would a teacher.
Right.
And it shows a lot of that and has so much heart.
And it's filmed in Governor's Comedy Club.
Yeah.
That's right.
Governor's in Levittown.
Yep.
And Joey's office, right? Somebody's office.
That's actually Joey Cola filmed his scenes at Andy Flagenos' office.
That's it. And I knew it was somebody's office.
Yeah.
And they had to shut the air conditioning off because it was too noisy.
Yes.
We know the ins and outs of this movie. We're big fans.
We're big fans.
Big
we know.
fans. But also Carrie Karavis, she kills it. Unbelievable.
Joey kills it. Carrie kills it.
The editing, superb.
Well,
absolutely
that's all
superb.
done. That's done.
It is. You have to see it. So you're actually going to go to longbeachinternationalfilmfestival.com.
Well, it's at longbeachfilm.com.
.com.
Yeah, we're opening the festival tomorrow at 6 o'clock at the Regal Theater in Lynbrook. Very excited. It's an international film festival, so they get films from all over. From what I understand, I believe we're one of the few local films that's going to be played. In the past, they've had people from The Sopranos, the Baldwin brothers, so hopefully there'll be some fanfare. And we can, maybe shop the movie around and network a little bit. Yeah, really looking forward to it. Tomorrow, 6 p.m., Lynbrook.
Yep, if you go onto the website, it's going to say a movie about pinball. Click onto that,
right.
And then you'll see the two movie. It's actually a double feature. So they are kicking off the Long Beach International Film Festival. They are the first show that's going to be shown. So that's very special.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like you were just like thrown on at the end or anything. Like you are number one.
Yep, starting it off.
Yep. But not only does Tony do that, which is amazing, Tony also has a comedy troupe. They do dinner theater and all sorts of stuff called Knock 'em Dead Comedy.
That's correct.
When's the next one coming? I would really love to go. Or is it all private stuff?
No, we do all of it. Private, public, fundraisers, corporate events. We that meatball place, August 7th, I think it is. It's a Monday night, but they get great crowds there. That's a great place, great food. You go to knockemdeadcomedy.com. We have some dates at Governor's. We have McGuire's in the brokerage. Actually, we have a couple of dates at both places in the fall. We're around. The knockemdeadcomedy.com. We have our schedule.
And do you still do the game show too?
We do, which we did on your old show.
We did it on the old Gagootz show,
right?
The one I did with old people.
And quite recently, you did one with Fat Jay and his nephew's summer camp.
Just yesterday at Governor's, they hosted a summer camp during the day. So Fat Jay did a half hour, and then I went out and did a game show for bunch of little teenage brats.
I would love to
Oh,
hear his
wow.
half hour.
You would love what?
I wonder what he said in that half hour. I'm gonna have to call him later and ask.
Yeah, I actually said it to Jay. I said, you got to be clean for a half hour.
Yeah.
No, Jay is fantastic. He's
yeah, I am
such a
hearing
great
a lot
guy.
of great things about him.
He's come. He has from where he was to where he is. It is just he's just really he's there.
I do. I feel like a proud uncle or something.
Yeah.
Just watching because he's a governor's regular now, and yeah, he said something on my show yesterday about he's going to be doing something in Florida. Is that it? My time's up?
No, I'm not done with him yet. So, real quick, on top of doing that, he also does voiceover work. You did the voiceover for Meet the Boneheads, which is actually, that's shown in schools, isn't it?
That is correct.
And that was in that clip.
Yes, it was. That's a cartoon that's in schools in various places all over the country. It's environmentally friendly. It's to teach kids about the environment and how they can change certain things, and they try to make it a little silly. Bobby Donahue is the guy. He's out east, Miller Place, I think. He's the creator, and he actually does the animation. He writes them, and I'm loosely involved. I help write. I add some of the humor into it, and I voice that one character, and sometimes maybe another one or two. But that one character is in every episode. That's my regular part. But yeah, it's an interesting.
These are
cartoon.
current right now. You're making them.
It's been a while, maybe a year or two since we made them. But he is currently writing some new episodes.
Oh, okay.
Again, they're playing repeatedly in elementary schools. In
That's
various
great.
places
How
across the
cool
country.
is that?
It is very
really
cool.
That's
Yeah,
really
that's one of my
cool.
prouder projects. Yeah.
And
Proud of it.
finally, he also, I believe it's 4 days or 5 days a week, you work at Governor's there doing their radio show.
I do.
Yes.
There it is. Shameless
Yeah.
plug. There it is. Thank you.
And the most exciting part, Benny and I will actually be on that radio show on August 8th. That's a Friday.
Fourth.
August 4th. That's a Friday at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
So please tune into that as well. We will be talking about our stand-up show,
Yes.
which is
that
coming
we
up
have.
soon. Bobby, do you have that clip? See our flyer, which is coming up right now.
It's a good lineup.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a fun lineup.
Yeah, we got everybody here. You got Persky, my bestie, Lou Pratt, Love, Sarah Mezzi,
Mezzi Sarah. Mezzi Sarah and
listen. Benny found her very fun.
I was going to
Very
ask who
fun.
that is. She's
Yeah.
the only one I don't know out of
She's
this
New
lineup.
York City.
She's city
Oh, okay.
comic, very
All right.
funny.
Very nice.
Really, and she's going to be on our next Gagootz show.
Oh, okay.
Her and
Cool.
Lou Pratts are going to be guests.
Oh, love Lou.
So,
love Lou.
No, you
And
can
Janet-
So
love
can you for
Janice
$12.95.
Miss City,
Yeah.
you know Janice, right?
Not personally, but I know who she
Yeah.
is. Yes. Yeah.
Jen Snortland.
I heard she was going to
She's
be
a
there.
little much.
And Benny
I've heard.
Gagootz, Benny
Heard a mixed
Rizzuti.
bag. Yeah, Benny,
Last time I saw Benny Gagootz at the Giga Room, he crushed it.
close to death. This could be Benny's final tour. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. Don't. No, I would lose my mind.
We have to work this week. I have to do some open mics. I got new material.
I was going to
Yeah.
ask, how do you prepare for that? Do you go to shows?
I practice. Yeah, I go. I practice what I can, and just to get loose.
Well,
And then you saw what I did. I had a notepad.
Yes.
And I wrote what and I bounce stuff off of Don too.
Right.
Don is like my best co-writer, and I bounce stuff off of him and cut.
Yeah.
And then I go on, and everybody likes. I don't only do written material. I talk to the audience
Sure.
and get.
Crowd work
I
is
got
always
into but it wasn't really crowd. I got into talking about Jerry Garcia, and everybody was into it.
Yes.
And
But
I
we were
told
talking-
about how he cut his finger off.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
We were talking before the show started that you went last night to John Butera's show.
Yes.
Does that help you too prepare for a stand-up gig, or
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Just watching,
Yeah.
seeing what I could steal.
No.
I'm kidding. Anyway, listen.
Well, before you go, I would like
We're
to say.
What? He's not leaving. You're not leaving.
am I
right?
allowed to sit while John's here?
Yeah.
Is that all right?
I want to give John his own spotlight. Then we'll bring them both up.
Oh,
And then we'll bring you
Just
both.
like I gave
We'll
you
bring
the
you back.
spotlight.
All right.
You know?
Totally understand.
Let's go. Let's go to the clip of some John Santos impressions.
Some amazing impressions.
Amazing impressions at an old show that I did.
Take it away, Bobby.
Of who can anybody can just walk in the door tonight. That's the type of show I have. So anyone can walk in at any time. Anytime they want to walk in, they can just walk in.
How about this, Bill?
How you doing? I'm Tony Soprano. I'm filling in for Benny Rizzuti on the Benny Rizzuti Show.
Anytime, Mr. Soprano, anytime.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here.
It's always a pleasure.
The traffic coming over from New Jersey was freaking murder. Some storm we had, huh?
Yeah, we lucked out.
Big time.
Big time we lucked out.
Yeah, I threatened that Hermine.
Is that what
Screw
happened?
up my business on the Jersey Shore, we're gonna have a problem. So, no hurricane.
Well, you have a lot of businesses. One of the reasons you're here and I let you sit in that chair is because you do own the studio.
Oh, that's, yeah.
We're not supposed to tell anybody.
That's not something we really want to broadcast on television.
Oh, all right.
I'm a silent partner.
Yeah, but I don't know if you're familiar with my show. Nobody watches.
Nobody watches. I've seen the numbers.
Yeah.
By the way, you're behind in your advertising. This is a terrific show. Everybody loves Benny Rizzuti.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Soprano.
What the frick is this?
You don't know? You're an Italiano. You don't know what this is?
I was a segue.
Oh, okay. This is a Gagootz.
That's a Gagootz. This is fantastic. How big is this?
Oh, this is a small one.
That's a small Gagootz?
Yeah, this is a baseball bat size. They come all sizes.
Can I lift it up or is it too heavy?
Yeah, go ahead.
Holy sugar, that's one big Gagootz. I wasn't sure if we could curse.
Clinton, nice to see you.
Mr. Clinton, former President Bill Clinton, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Clinton, what brings you to Long Island?
It's great to be here on the Benny Rizzuti Show. I love the show. Hillary loves the show. We all love the show. It's a great show. I wish I had one of these a few years ago.
From what I've heard, you have two of those.
It's a lot bigger than a cigar, I'll tell you that. But it's great.
Monica would have a little trouble on that.
Monica would have a little trouble with that.
Who's this guy over here?
Oh.
How are you? This is fantastic to be here.
Mr. Schwarzenegger.
It's great.
Mr. Schwarzenegger, welcome.
What an honor.
Fantastic.
You look a lot different than Pumping Iron, though.
Yes, so that was many of the years ago. It was a long time for that, but it's fantastic to be here. I came all the way from California.
Nice.
So I was going to let the puny storm get in the way of coming to the Benny Rizzuti Show. The storm. No way. I come here. It is fantastic. And
All right, fresh from the Bermuda Triangle, we have John Santa.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Oh, we're so happy to have you.
Yeah, fresh from the Bermuda Triangle. Wow.
Yeah, I was in the Bermuda Triangle.
They don't mention that enough, I feel like. When I was in Bermuda, they didn't mention it at all. And
No,
It's the best kept secret. But they sell shirts with it.
Do they?
Yeah, they have shirts, Bermuda Triangle.
Oh.
And they sell them to you right before you get back on your cruise ship. And sail into it. Oh, table?
Yeah, the mics are a little.
I'm Betty Boop.
When was that? The clip that we all just watched, that was from the old Gagootz show, right?
That was actually right after the Gagootz show. I did the Benny Rizzuti Show for a few episodes. And that was one of the first Benny Rizzuti shows. So I cut out there's a thing with Tony Soprano says, yeah, this is the Gagootz show. And I said, no, not anymore. And you're like, but you're Benny Gagootz.
No.
And then he mentioned, and then when Clinton comes in, he's like, what happened to the girls? Where's the girls that were here? And I'm like, oh, this is a different show, Mr. President.
Oh, that's right, because you used to have, that's right.
I used to have.
This is so long ago. I
had Nicole and Jeannie Powers.
Right.
Would come on.
I heard I'm not going to be here on August 22nd, and he actually replaced me with like a hot chick. He was like, I'm tired of having that bag. He's like, I'm going to get me some hot piece up here. And I was
got
like,
Barbie. I'm just going to have a blow-up Barbie doll.
oh, well, she's more brains than I do, so take it away. And she's probably full of less hot air, to be quite honest. So, John, everyone knows you're an impressionist, let's be honest.
Yeah.
You're very well known on the circuit.
Thank you.
Where can they check you out online? Like, where can I go?
YouTube, and my handle is @ symbol, Celebrity Impressionist. I have my own channel, the Celebrity Impressionist channel. And there are YouTubers that make between 5, 10, 20,000 a month.
Wow.
Doing videos, and I would like to be one of them.
I was going to ask,
so
are you one of them?
please subscribe, share, like, and subscribe. I have the Funko dolls, the little, and I have one of every impression. I got the idea when I saw The Sopranos came out. I'm like, I do all those voices. So I have a Funko
or bobblehead of every character that I do. And I do like Sopranos Scooby-Doo. That's one of the videos where Shaggy and Scooby see Paulie and Silvio, and it's Scooby Snack, and it's like,
Hey, you guys want a sandwich? Go to Satriali's.
And I've got Scooby-Doo holding a sandwich. That was the Funko. So there's all kinds of, I do Trump Star Wars, I do, I've got, all kinds of Sopranos, Jaws.
He tried to send me some of those clips, and I don't know. I couldn't get them.
These files are tremendous. They're 25 megabytes zipped. Okay, these are big files.
But he can't unzip them.
Because I shoot in 60 frames per second. I have a great camera. The best camera anybody's ever seen.
And so I do like all these different. I have like Trump as captain of the Enterprise. I'm going to do Tony Soprano as the president in Independence Day.
Right.
I'm going to do. I've got a Trump with Jurassic Park.
Michael Caine, you do a great Michael Caine. You should.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because I'm going to do Michael Caine, who was in Jaws 4, which was the worst of all the Jaws movies, because that shark followed Mrs. Brody to the Caribbean. It even had her flight number. I'm like, she's looking. You ever see Jaws 4? She's looking at the ocean. That shark followed me. How? How did the shark go from Amityville to frickin' the Caribbean? He knew she was. What if she went to Europe? Would he meet her there? Ridiculous.
John is hilarious. If you didn't get it from the impressions that you've seen here, make sure you go to his YouTube channel at, what was it? Celebrity Impression?
It's youtube.com, and you just put in the @ symbol. Celebrity Impression is my handle.
And you're so lucky. I believe it's this Friday. They can actually see you live.
At the Freedom Brewing Company in Holbrook, New York.
Where can they get tickets?
At the Freedom Brewing Company in Holbrook, New York.
Do you have a flyer on Facebook? Because I only do Facebook.
I'll share the flyer.
I do
if
have
we
a
can
flyer
find it.
on Bookface, yes.
All right.
I'll put
I
it
call
on my
it
Insta.
Bookface.
I'll do a little TikTok.
I don't even have
Because I might be able to go Friday.
Oh, on Friday?
Yeah.
It's in Holbrook.
Awesome.
It's by you.
Holbrook.
It's by me, yeah. I
And I'm
live close.
headlining.
And you're the headliner.
All right.
Who
Well,
else
of course.
is on
Of course. Does it matter?
Yeah.
It's Mike Keegan,
Oh, I
John
love
Butera,
Friends of the show. Very nice.
Lynette Palladino, who I don't know. That's why I can't. Lynette Palladino.
All right, yeah.
I don't know her personally. I'm going to meet her Friday.
Yeah.
And somebody else.
Okay.
And then another guy.
Now this.
Well, we're going to post the flyer, so I don't have to remember because it's all on the flyer.
Yeah.
Now.
Or just come and find out.
This
when you
brewing company, is there a stage? Is there a stage platform, or are you on the?
This is my first time at that venue.
So you
He's on top of one of the vats. That's what he is. He's on top of the yeast.
I'm
He
on
does
top of a keg, a big keg.
Huge.
Tremendous keg, huge
I
keg.
once performed in a brewing company that had a stage, so that's why.
I
I like
get
a
drunk at
stage
brewing
myself.
companies.
I like a stage.
Well, I did a stage in a place, and it was like so small. The stage, I was like, try this on a small stage. That could be like that song. I could do a song. Try this on a small stage.
Yeah, but life is but a stage.
Life is but a
Life
stage.
is
But
but a
those small stages make me nervous
Yeah, the small
they?
ones are.
because you never know what's going to happen.
I was doing an open mic, and I got a pallet from Home Depot, and I put a piece of plywood on top
of the
it,
pallet?
because Rich Walker told me if you can't get a stage, get a. So I got a pallet, and I nailed like a half-inch thick plywood on top, and that was the stage I used at a
I love that.
restaurant bar.
You
Yeah.
were so handy, though. You were handy. And then later, he flipped it over and he sold lemonade.
He sold lemonade.
Yeah, right on the corner. It was fantastic.
It just goes to show you what a sense of humor this business has. Because I did the Paramount on a Friday night, right? Big stage, tremendous theater. They have security walk you to the dressing room. You have your own dressing room, right? I had a flat screen
cool.
TV,
Awesome,
private
yeah.
bathroom. You have your own towels. I mean, it's like nice.
Yeah, nice.
Flat screen TV, couch. The next day I did a big beautiful stage. Next day I go to a vineyard out east, right? I had a plastic chair to sit in, and the stage was milk crates with plywood on top, and so there were 4 comics. They put out 3 plastic chairs. So I said, "Could we get another chair for his 4 comics?" So like, well, we figured one of you would be on stage, but before the show, we'd like to sit down. It was like a burden to get an extra plastic chair.
No, I've felt the same way. There are times I'm sitting on top of a cooler in the back of a restaurant, and like you're not there with the ketchup bottles and the mayonnaise. And then there's other time where someone's like, "What would you like? Anything I can get for you? Here, food's on the house. Have drinks around the house." And You know, it's like you said, comedy business is the funniest
It's
business.
funniest business. But I went from my own dressing room the night before to like a big stage, like a big meet and greet after the show, like a really Paramount's a fancy place.
Yeah. Oh
right?
yeah.
I mean, they have like, you know.
What, you open for somebody at Paramount?
No, I was on. It was a Long Island Comedy Festival show.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah.
And I was one of the comics, and it was just incredible.
Don't you
know,
do that
1,000
too?
seats.
Oh yeah.
And then I go to a vineyard with a milk crate, you
Yeah.
know, with a plastic chair.
5 drunk ladies like getting rocked up in the way.
You've been at the Argyle Theater too.
I just did the Argyle in May, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So this guy's big stuff. So if you do want to see him, Friday.
Well, I have highs and lows.
Yes.
You know.
No, get the hell out of here. He's always on. He's always funny. He takes celebrities and people you know of, and he makes them, puts them into the
Different
most hilarious situations.
Hey, Bobby, do you happen to have our sponsor video?
Yeah.
All right. Because I do want to.
Well, we'll show the sponsor after. We're going to show that now so we can throw Tony up.
That's right. Yeah, now
Oh,
we're
you're a
tracking.
smart-
Now
yeah,
we're tracking. But
And I'm not blonde.
it's like a TikTok of some kind.
Yeah, he's looking. We didn't tell him about.
We didn't tell him about this. We're very unorganized today. I'm very sorry. It's my
Hey,
fault.
what's this we? What is there, a mouse in your pocket?
I know. I mess up everything all the time.
Here, give me that unicorn.
Oh, yeah.
John. Do an Arnold Schwarzenegger impression.
Please.
Well, it's fantastic to be here on the Gagootz show with the unicorns and all of this. And we have so many movies.
Then he just loves that.
It's recording everything I say. Fantastic.
Oh my
Is that cool?
You're cracking me up with this thing.
All right, enough.
I love it. That's the third one I bought.
I know. Our guests love them. Love it. But John also, we've been trying to get John on the show for months. I did a show with you not too long ago for
Governors.
Ann at Governor. Now
Yeah.
talk about a tiny room of getting ready.
Very small.
Very small. Every time I leave there, I think I might have got pregnant.
But I like that room. I do like performing in that room.
I do like that room.
It's a good
and they
room.
changed the step-up stool. Because before it was
Yes,
plastic.
yeah, the to get on the stage.
Oh, that
yeah.
was my biggest worry. But
It
now
looks like when you go in the doctor's office, there's that little room with the scale, and you go.
But the room is good because everybody's right there. It's a great crowd room.
Oh, the giggle room itself
is
is
great.
Cool
The
room.
giggle
But
room's a cool room.
I do have a sentimental attachment to the main stage because that is my first time on stage at a comedy club ever.
Mine too.
Was that one? So back in '89. You were what are you? You were like
What,
2.
2, yeah. I was there though in the back. Benny likes to say that I was like on a tricycle, like in the
A
back.
little baby carriage in the back.
Little tricycle in the back.
So that was, and you know what's funny? James told me that the old sign, because it didn't have the fancy sign that it has now. It was a great sign. It was an oval in wood. It said Governor's Comedy Club. Now they have it behind the stage, like in the area, the green room area, which I thought was great that they preserved that because that was the original backdrop.
Right.
Back in the '80s.
Wow.
Which I think is cool. I like a wood backdrop and I love a brick wall backdrop.
Gotcha.
I'm like old '80s, old-fashioned.
Yeah, with like the old mic and.
Yep.
Bobby, were you able to find it, or did I mess it up?
Oh, all
That's
right.
all right.
Don't worry
about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. We'll talk about our sponsors.
We'll talk about our sponsors.
Yeah.
We're good.
So,
So we're just going to bring up Tony.
Well, before we bring up Tony, I just want to give a shout out to Sip and Say, our sponsors. Thank you so much for sponsoring us. You can visit them at sipsay.com, use the code Gagootz, and you get 15% off. Also, if you visit them in person on Merrick Road in Merrick, and you tell them you're friends with the Gagootz, you get 15% off your entire order.
I
Tell
like that.
Adam and Dina we said hi. We love them.
Adam and Dina. They were on our last show.
No, they were fantastic. They
Yes.
know, and Adam's a sommelier, so he'll tell you exactly what you want to drink. He's great. And with that, we're going to invite Tony back on up. Oh, look at this. I get when I walked in, I was so excited to see you both. It was like I said, it was like my birthday.
Got 2 tremendous stars today.
Tremendous, huge.
Who?
Us.
Oh,
Tony, do you do any impressions? You strike me as someone who might.
I don't.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's.
Are you
hugely
still doing
disappointing.
stand-up, or are you so busy?
It's been a few months, but yeah, I do enjoy getting up there a little bit. Yeah.
What else do you do? Because, like, that's a lot.
I'm a spy.
Well, I knew that. I didn't think we were going to go public, but all right.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm a prostitute. I don't make. That's why I do all these
Probably
other
makes
things.
more money doing that than
No,
anything.
I'm paying now, so that's why I'm doing these
Isn't
other
that a
things.
whore?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's a whore. He doesn't get paid. Like,
it's voluntary.
It's voluntary.
Because I'm begging, please have sex with me.
Oh, there's no money. There's no money involved.
oh no, oh
I know
no.
what I'm talking about.
And you also produce the shows for Gov's Radio.
I do.
A lot of
I
them.
run the studio over there. But after seeing this studio, this is my first time here, and I love it. And
Isn't it
so
nice?
yeah, I'm a novice, a super novice compared to what Bobby's going on here. This is
I don't
great.
believe that. I've been on your show, and it's very nice. You're very good at choosing which cameras to choose and all that
okay.
fun
Oh,
stuff.
thanks.
I know when I did one, I was in front of a camera, and I was just like my gut hanging out, and Tony was like, and just took it right off. I was like,
The studio is huge. It's the biggest
Yeah.
studio anybody's ever seen.
it was for a green room. You had like 4 cameras on, and I was in a camera doing something with a raffle, bent over in like the most precarious position, and you see it on it for like a second, and then it shuts down. And I'm like, Tony, the man.
I don't even remember that.
Well, you're just so good at what you do.
Sure.
I forgot to mention my new movie project.
Oh.
I'm doing, you know the show Designated Survivor, when the whole Congress, the president, everybody gets wiped out? So Kiefer Sutherland is Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. He becomes the president. He's the designated survivor.
Right.
I'm doing that with Tony Soprano.
Oh, yeah?
But Tony Soprano doesn't want the job because,
To be honest, I was making more money taking kickbacks at HUD than I was in the big chair. So I'd rather not be the president.
so it's Designated Survivor. It's the West Wing meets the Bada Bing. It's the.
All right, and this is an actual movie that is.
We're going to be doing it on with the Funko and everything
with the
else.
Funkos, yeah.
I just finished. Well, not just finished, but we published the Top Gun, The Godfather. So 2 Paramount movies combined. Because you had Top Gun Maverick and The Godfather 50th anniversary. So I made that movie. So
Now, do you move these little characters?
I moved them a little bit, but sometimes I don't. I just have like a background. I have different backgrounds for each movie. So I have like Satriali's as a background. I did The Godfather's office, but I put the Top Gun logo in it. You know,
With
so
the
it's
Funkos, right?
with the Funkos.
And
yeah.
he's not the Gilgo Beach Killer.
Not the Gilgo Beach Killer. That's not far from it. You know that house is. We could practically walk there.
I know.
exactly.
It's very close, and they closed off like a 4-block area.
Well, yeah, you mentioned Joey Petroni. Yeah, he's just a few houses
Yeah.
away. The poor guy.
They showed
it's a
Joey
circus over there.
Petroni showed a video of his wife walking the dog, and she has to go past the yellow tape.
But it's one. It's not like it's an active shooting scene. It's one house.
They're digging stuff up.
But why do you have to close 4 blocks around the house?
I don't think they did
It's
because there was like a
because-
block party down
no,
the
they're
block.
clo-
last week.
It's like two.
They're closing the 4 blocks because of
They don't want the
pain in
gawkers?
the ass innocent bystanders.
Well, that it's in Massapequa by the number street, so isn't that
Yes.
down that
It
main
is. It's like
avenue?
First Avenue
Yeah.
and Michigan
Yep.
something.
Yeah, well, I'm from Merrick, but I have a lot of Massapequa friends, so they were all telling me like they were all there. Everybody was there. I mean, everybody was there. I wasn't. I had to work.
People have it like they taking their kids out of their car and going by and look. What's there to see? You've seen the pictures a
Right.
million times.
I agree.
I heard once they wrap up that if anybody is loitering in front of the house, they can get a citation for $150.
Good.
That's what they said. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
You can't,
think they finished today. I'm sorry, I cut you
Yeah.
off.
They
I
did
think,
finish?
I think today is. They said they were done, right?
Oh, they're
Only
done.
Joey now can get the
yeah?
footage. Now you have an exclusive.
That's right. Yeah, we've been working on that actually. I actually coached that guy Rex's stepson, and he's on the spectrum, and I coach. I'm involved in the special needs community, and he was on our softball team.
That's terrifying.
I
Oh,
feel
really?
bad. Yeah,
So you know the guy.
I met Rex once. He only
okay.
of all the years I coached his stepson, he only showed up to one game.
I think that says a lot about his character.
It sure does, and
Yeah.
and of course my heart goes out to this poor kid.
Yeah.
The confusion and the pain he must be feeling
Oh.
right now, and then God forbid, who knows what he may have been exposed to, or who knows
Yeah.
how Rex treated him. Who knows? Maybe Rex was
Yeah.
the greatest father to him,
Right.
but I think it's natural to assume he wasn't.
Yeah.
So it's
Well,
yeah, I
hopefully
feel
he
really
was more
bad.
That's
absent
strange.
than
How,
active.
Yeah.
how could you hold all that in you, all that murder and all that?
Well, he
evil?
didn't. He was calling and taunting these families.
Taunting them, yeah.
Using burner phones to call them up and tell them what he did to their.
Really? I didn't even know
And
Yeah.
now women
Yeah,
are
it's
coming
crazy.
forward saying that he's like popped out at them and been like, "Have
Yeah.
you ever heard of the Gilgo Beach Killer?"
Oh,
Like,
Well, I know I've
really?
seen him on the train.
Yeah.
Like all the people that I ride the train with, they're like, "We've seen him on the train, right?" I'm like, "He's the stop before us. We rode it for 20 years. By chance, we must have seen him.
Yeah,
Because he did look familiar, but I don't know when I couldn't swear when I saw him.
Yeah.
But, like you see him around on the, I mean, I know a lot of people from the train. I don't know who they are, but I could, oh, that guy rides the train,
Right.
Yeah.
But especially if they're in my seat, then I know who they are.
Yes.
You have the same seat all the time?
For the 20 years I rode into Manhattan, I had the same seat almost every day.
Wow.
Unless some day tripper got on the stop
Yep.
before and didn't respect the Klan. We all sat together.
Mhm.
But you really have no right to a seat.
No.
It's a public train. But people kind of migrate.
It's an unwritten rule.
It's like an unwritten rule. Yeah, it's an
Especially if you're
unwritten
taking
rule.
like the 605 or whatever it is. Like you got your spot, be quiet.
That's your train.
And on the train home too, around like 6, it's like the quiet train. We used to go to tracks beforehand. If you're feeling crazy, have some oysters.
I love tracks.
I miss
That
tracks.
chicken sandwich and the soup was unbelievable.
It's like it was a rite of passage. And then when you were drunk at night, you'd stop at Rose's, you'd get the big beer, hide it from the cops because they're always like, can't bring that on the train.
I used to work upstairs from Penn Station for 12 of the 20 years I was in Manhattan.
What'd you do?
I used to eat there 2-3 days a week.
No, like for work.
Oh, for work. Oh, I did data analytics. But when I would go downstairs, so I got laid off from that job. So I told the guy at Rose's, I said, this is my last week. He goes, what happened? I go, I got laid off. He goes, you come 2-3 days ago, you're my best customer.
Yeah, I'm gonna go under.
One red Sicilian, one white Sicilian, and an iced tea. And then you go watch ESPN every day. I'm there 5 to 12, right before the lunch rush, right?
Nice.
He goes, give me your boss's number. You're not laid off. I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna rough up my boss.
Did you get the job
I
back?
gave him the number. No, I didn't get the job back. No.
I would say that's the best story I've ever heard. It's like the pizza guy called.
I got to tell you this
The
though.
Rose's pizza guy.
That last Friday when I went there for lunch, he didn't charge me.
Oh, that's
which was nice.
That's a class act.
I didn't expect him to do that. That's a class act. That's why I mentioned it.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I do,
I would have ordered the chicken parm if it. No, I'm kidding. No, I got my usual red and white Sicilian. I never got anything else there. Never ordered any. I never deviate from the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Once you get started to the
we have a
rigmarole.
very nice pizza place right next door here.
Yeah, I'll be going there afterwards.
They really, if they're sometimes they're not open. They close early. Sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
What's that about?
You're looking at me like I know.
Now, if this guy Rex, if he had pineapple on his pizza, then she'd add 150 years to the charges.
Oh man,
I love
pineapple on the pizza.
You like pineapple?
Pineapple
Show's
with
over.
ham and
I'm out.
red pepper.
Yeah, me too. I'm out. I didn't know this shit.
I do.
Pineapple's a fruit.
You know what? I like it on Domino's
Tony,
pizza. 'cause
you
it's
doing
not real.
anything in 2 weeks from now, from today? Because I need a new co-host.
He's already hitting me out. He's
I was
like,
gonna say I heard there's pretty women coming.
how come you don't-
those are your words.
Right.
You said hot chick. You actually
You said that.
Your words.
But then Tony's like, I heard there were pretty women, and he's like, I don't see any.
No, that's not what I meant.
I heard they were
John's
pretty
beautiful.
women.
That's all I
Yeah, really.
It's fine. It's good.
I'm no Barbie. I'm more of an Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm gonna see that movie, and this is.
I'm totally seeing that movie.
Listen, this is how I feel. You love Barbie, it's fine. I grew up when Barbies first came out. I don't have a problem with it, but there's something about I cannot see this movie. I do not want to see.
I'm not going to see a movie like that.
I feel this is the way I feel about Barbie. If I was a CIA agent or an operative, right, who knew top secrets.
This is a huge stretch, but go
If
ahead.
if you strap me to a chair and show me the Barbie movie, I will tell you
You'll
everything
talk?
Oh my gosh, it was so good.
I
But
will.
Oppenheimer, I do want to see just for the cinematography of it. I heard it was amazing.
I heard it's a blast.
So I want to.
But it did bomb at the box office.
I heard. All right.
This
here's
Friday,
something.
folks. This Friday.
But they did change the name, the code words of the bombs because they didn't want to offend anybody.
Yeah.
So fat man and little boy are overweight person and below average height child. So that's the politically correct
That's good.
code words.
Listen, I got to tell you, my son saw it twice already because, he's a film guy. He said that the first time that he saw it, there was somebody dressed like Oppenheimer with the hat and everything.
In the movie?
In the audience.
theater. I mean, that's what I meant.
Someone in the audience.
Oh, yes.
Right.
In the audience. I meant in the theater. Not in the movie, in the
because
theater.
in the movie, there was someone dressed
Right,
like
named Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Right.
So Ryan's friend said, that guy's dressed like Oppenheimer. And Ryan's like, no way. He said when he went to the next show, there was like 5 or 6 of them dressed like And during the movie, when Oppenheimer adjusts his hat, they were adjusting their
Really?
hat. They were like mimicking Oppenheimer.
See, if I was there,
like a cult.
they would just say, "Oh, fat man's here." Like, they wouldn't say Oppenheimer.
That's a little scary, actually.
It's like Rocky Horror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like not as cool.
But with the
not as
atomic
quick.
bomb. Yeah. That's
your wife was trying to figure out what movie Paul Newman was in. Paul Newman was in a movie called Fat Man and Little Boy.
Fat Man
he
and
played
Little
General Groves.
Right.
John Cusack was in it. It was like an HBO movie about the bomb.
It was
that was good.
Yeah. Ryan didn't like it compared to Oppenheimer. He said it's...
Well, Oppenheimer is going to be, the effects are going to be
Yeah.
good.
Well, it's really exciting, and I'm glad that everyone has something to look forward to since you haven't seen it yet. But before we head out, I did want to retouch on where you can see these guys coming up soon. Tomorrow, Tony is going to be at the Regal Lynbrook Cinema, and you can get tickets at
LongBeachFilm.com.
Come see Tony. Also, you can see him pretty much 5 days a week, but at least 4 days a week doing his podcast on Govs. That's Knock 'em Dead Comedy, right?
The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show.
And it's on
Excellent.
Twitch, right?
No, it's not on Twitch anymore. It's back on YouTube.
Oh, you're on YouTube?
YouTube.com/Govs
handle
Comedy
for
Club
nothing?
Podcast. What's that?
I made a Twitch handle for nothing.
You did.
Do it one more time. I interrupted you.
That's all right. YouTube.com/Govs Comedy Club Podcast.
Excellent. And what time should they tune in?
For my show, 11 o'clock, but there's a whole bunch of great shows there.
Excellent.
So you can enjoy the shows here and enjoy the shows there because they're all on YouTube and you can see them anytime if they're not live.
Cool.
And John's got a YouTube too. How do we find your YouTube?
At Celebrity Impressionist, please share, like, and subscribe, because I'm hundreds of subscribers below the minimum for monetization.
He's trying to make that free-falling money. And where can we see you this Friday?
The Freedom Brewing Company in Holbrook, New York. Friday, dinner at 6, show is at 7:30.
Oh, and we don't have to have dinner.
That I don't know.
You don't know if it's a dinner show.
These cheap bastards.
I think it is a dinner show. I'm going to eat there.
I'm not
because I got nowhere else. I'm like in the office of the gentleman. I got nowhere else to go. So I got to eat dinner there.
All right.
But I heard the food is unbelievable.
I want to go. I want to
Take
go.
Nancy out for some dinner and enjoy the show.
I was hoping Nancy has to work that night. But,
And just a reminder, our August 12th show for Governor's Giggle Room, you can see us there, the Gagootz and Company.
and tickets are selling.
Tickets are selling.
They're
Nancy's
selling
on it.
fast. Yeah, I'm really surprised.
We're getting pretty close, so make sure you get your tickets. Go to govs.com. Scroll down.
It's going to sell out.
govs.com.
I hope so. You were supposed to make it, but you have some other thing. You got a thing.
Maybe we could even talk Tony into doing a green room.
When is it? The 12th?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, I'll
It's
be
a
there.
Saturday, August.
So,
You'll be there?
I'll be there.
Oh, then
We'll do the
that'll
green
be
room.
fun. I love doing the green room.
I love doing the green room.
I don't
so
know
much
if
fun.
Don will be there or anybody else, but we'll
all right,
do it.
cool.
We'll do
The
it.
guy who's running the computer will be
And
there.
you can see us on the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show August 4th at 11 o'clock. 11 to 1, right?
Yeah.
11 to 12:30.
Oh, 11 to 12:30.
And Andy Plajanos will be co-hosting with me that day as well.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, so excited. I love Andy. He's so much fun.
Love Andy. Yep.
Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you had as much fun as we did.
We're so happy to have these guys on again. Make sure you see them. You're going to see them everywhere. They are powerhouses. Have an excellent 2 weeks, guys. We'll see you then. Take care.